Good morning and welcome to English as a Second Language. We played alphabet soup with fruits, vegetables, grains, meats, and dairy. We have also used verbs to prepare foods. Today I want to show you various ways to describe foods. This is leading up to our final project of assembling a group restaurant. So today I'm going to ask you two questions. 1. What is a noun? What do you think a noun is? Okay, there's 4 things that a noun could be. 1 is a person. 2 is a place, like a restaurant or a grocery. 3 is a thing, which covers most of our foods. And 4 is an idea. Okay, now that we've got nouns figured out, how are we going to describe them? What is that word? It's an adjective. Adjectives describe nouns. Now, we're going to be using a couple of different kinds of nouns to describe our foods. One is color, odor or smell, size, shape, texture, and taste. We did some of this earlier this week when we worked with our fruits and vegetables. We talked about a banana being long and yellow and stuff like that. So I'm going to have you take a look at the next couple slides, and we're going to take a look at seeing how we could describe some foods. Okay, do you remember how I said we had those 2 alphabet soups? I want you to take those papers out right now and take a look at, okay, the first one was all fruits and vegetables. It started with apples and it went all the way down to zucchini. And we took some of those and we described some of that stuff. Eggplant. Now what I want you to do is I want you to take some time. I'm going to give you about 5 minutes. And I want you to describe things that you haven't described yet. Pick eggplant, jicama, pomegranates, tomatoes. You can also go to your other list that we did the next day or the following day, where we did things like jelly, ketchup, millet, mustard, oysters, peanut butter. Let's do an example. How would you describe peanut butter? Okay, peanut butter is brown. It could be sweet. It could be crunchy or smooth texture. Okay. What else? What's it smell like? Peanut butter smells like peanuts. Uh, okay, now what we're going to do is, now that we're done writing, we're going to take some time and do some reading. If you take a look at page 22 in your textbook, there is some sections on food and adjectives. So I will put those up on the board and you can sit down with your partner and read through some of these. Okay, so we've got the section where it says, my coffee is too hot. There's 15 sentences. Take a look at the last 3. There's some questions. If you want to go ahead and answer them, you can do that. If you don't, well, that's fine too. Then the next section is, section is all on conversations. I want you to read through those. And then what I want you to do is I want you to take some time and maybe make up one of your own, talking about maybe one of the vegetables or fruits or food that you already talked about. Okay? I got one more thing that I want you to do before I get you into your groups. On page 25, the top part talks about where adjectives can be. They can be before or after the noun. If you take a look at number 15, it talks about big white onions. The next part of that is the white onions are big. So you can play with words and move them around. So if you want to take the ones that you've done so far and work on maybe flipping where the adjectives are, then do so. And then we're going to spend the rest of the time getting into our groups, and that'll be it for today. Thank you.